going on across across Nigeria as a very unique and peculiar country. We'll intimate ourselves in that, have interactions with that as well, and at the same time with my analysts in the studio today, we're going to broaden our insight into some issues because they're very pertinent for us to discuss them. And then afterwards, please, we need to drink a little bit, just do some sip and calm down. Well, now we cannot continue to carry wahala all the time. It's not us that put ourselves in this situation. It's the leaders that we voted in. Some of you voted in the leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Evening Rush. My name is Esther Nwachuku, and we do this program audio-visual. So you can join us on YouTube to be part of the conversation this evening. And we are looking at quite a lot in today's, today's buzzing conversation. One of the things is that Shekarau-led LND is joining a coalition of opposition against Tinubu's re-election. Okay, so oppositions are coming up and down, but the president is very, very positive about certain things in the country. The president is standing out. The president is holding firm. The president has expressed his loyalty to his people, to his supporters. And the president said initially he used to be afraid of criticism. He did not like to watch television, did not like to watch the news channels, did not like to read newspapers because of the talisman of criticism. But now the president has expressed confidence and said that he can listen to the news now, that the policy reforms are definitely taking shape, and that he's working with a great team of persons to ensure that that is realized. I want us to actually take a very brief listen to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu while he was inaugurating the new NNPC chief, because he came out to reel some of the projects, some of the implementations that he has put in place ever since he assumed office. So let's listen to the president in this regard.
You represent the best in the industry, and I've heard you set the goals yourself. You have the reputation, the resourcefulness, and the experience to help this country. It's a call to duty to all of you. I believe I have the best that industry can offer to the rest of the world. The search was done with critical inquiries and level of intellectual curiosity that brought about to this date. I am very, very proud. I've reviewed when I took over, it was and made changes. It was a big cane. I stopped reading papers and find it very, very difficult to even listen to news sometimes with level of criticism and pressure on me on the reform. Today, I believe Nigeria has come of age. Nigeria is becoming more competitive. Nigeria has turned the corner. And with your team, a very highly respected group of people, I'm sure I can relax, I can watch the news now, I can read the news.
Oh yes, the president said now he can relax, he can watch the news. He has confirmed in the affirmative that indeed, things are working out fine. And he thanked, those who were there with him for their loyalty and support. Meanwhile, former Jigawa State Governor Sule Lamido has described the All Progressives Congress as a party created from anger, malice and bitterness. He made this statement via his autography, Being True to Myself, which was unveiled to the public on May 13th. Lamido insisted that the APC has never been a serious party. According to him, he also was shocked when he heard that some People's Democratic Party members had joined the ruling party. I don't know why he was shocked when it is very obvious the reason why they are decamping. And in the same vein, former Senate President Bukola Saraki, along with members of the People's Democratic Party Reconciliation Committee, is currently holding a closed-door meeting with Enugu State Governor Peter Mba in an effort to reposition the party ahead of future challenges. So now that Governor Eno has publicly disclosed to us that he's defecting to the APC and that the party is a moving train, it's a party that everyone should believe in, we have heard speculations that Governor Mba was going to join the current APC very soon. He has been quiet in the midst of all of this permutation. Governor Mba has been very, very quiet. But in this regard, I think final efforts are being made by some PDP stalwarts to not allow Governor Mba defect. Well, Saraki was actually confirming the development via his social media post. He revealed that he, along with Governor Mba and key members of the PDP Strategic Committee, are engaged in critical discussions aimed at the future of the party. Saraki said he believes in the PDP. He said he believes that the PDP will survive. They will go through this particular procedure and they will survive the challenges that the PDP is currently going through. Meanwhile, while coalition talks are ongoing, Atiku Abubakar has told us that he's still with the PDP, but Paul Ibe, his media aide, has come to disclose to us that indeed coalition talks, conversations are ongoing behind the scene. Some people felt El Rufai spilled the beans too early. Maybe it's a deliberate effort to create confusion or distraction so that if there is anything definitive whatsoever, let the current party not infiltrate the party and cause problems, because within the Social Democratic Party, they're already having issues there based on their National Working Committee. So there are others that believe that the team of Nasir El Rufai want to install, that's El Rufai and his team, they want to install themselves in strategic positions within the National Working Committee. Meanwhile, the foundational members, as real SGP members, are saying that that's not how it is done, that they will not allow that. Adebayo has also disclosed his own presidential ambition, saying he will not allow El Rufai come and, so already the party seems to be, without kicking off, seems to be having issues. And that is something that we'll be looking into as well. So what political party, what talks are being had? Would Peter Obi leave Labour Party to join the ADC based on what Paul Ibe said, clarifying or verifying what El Rufai said? Will Atiku Abubakar also do the same thing? Or what we're seeing is a group of persons wanting to support somebody that we don't even know. In the same vein, Rotimi Amechi as well as other members are coming together to form a coalition to reposition and become a strong force to unseat this particular dispensation with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and they're called the League of Northern Democrats. They have declared their intention to join a coalition of opposition leaders aiming to challenge the president's re-election bid in 2027. Like I said, in all of this, all the president has displayed is satisfaction, contentment, and confidence that the APC will indeed neutralize whatever is considered as a challenge. And you heard him say it himself. Having a one-party system is not a bad thing. People are free to move wherever it is they want to move. But an old tweet of Godswill Akpabio came out where he said that if you defect to another political party, you have automatically left that seat vacant. It means that an election has to be had. So I don't know what is going on now. If you are now, it doesn't apply because it favors you. Okay, so let's listen to Peter Obi. He actually had a meeting with some obedience. Remember, we said it here during the World News. I asked Mr. Peter Anosike the same thing. I said the obedience movement has been quiet. Peter Obi needs to speak with his people. They need to know what is his next line of action so they know where they're heading. So let's listen to some questions that were asked by some of the members in the obedient movement and his response to that.
Leader of the Labour Party have been rocked with several crises. What have you done to fix this crisis? Because Nigeria is a very complex country, and if you cannot fix the problem in the Labour Party, how do you intend to fix the problem in Nigeria?
Thank you, Obina. Let me tell you, Obina, there's a difference between what is happening in the Labour Party today. It's caused by government deliberately. What me anyone. what is happening in Labour Party and PDP is caused by government.
Yes.
We have had a problem in our party before in the past. And Yar'Adua was president. And I came to him and he told the then INEC chairman, I don't want problem in any party. And we were forced to fix it.
Sir, so two questions. What will you do differently considering the situation of things where Nigeria is as of today to quickly uplift the living standard of Nigerians if given an opportunity, if you become the president?
Everybody will have a functional very well. Because you can't have a system to work unless you have strong position.
We have about 774 local governments.
Yes.
And based on the past election, there were no representative rounds. What are you putting in place now so that the next election there will be representative to cover the 179,000 billion?
Thank you. Let me be honest with you. It is people. Even if we pay agents, they can decide not to. We pay the other person. But we're going to do that. We're going to make sure that all the polling booths are one. But most important is the people. It's the people that will say no. You know? It's the people that will say we can't continue this way. And they will stop it.
Sir, 2023, I was one of the people that campaigned for you rigorously in my community. Among my family, only me, I voted for you. But after the election, and when the result was announced, I was mocked. I was embarrassed that, you see now, PA to B. Now, I believe that our votes will not counted. I want to tell you that 2027, what can you tell us? Let us know that 2027, our votes is going to be counted so that we will not be discouraged. Because I believe, as you are here, many people here were discouraged that 2027 you will not vote. What do you want to tell us that to make us to vote again and again and again?
Don't be discouraged. When you bring a change, you have for enemy all those who live off the old order. They are all a combined and
All right, so that was Peter Obi there with a question and answer session with some obedience. They had a coffee outing where they needed to speak. So obviously, when we have conversations here, they listen. I always tell you guys to listen. The other day, we're discussing INEC, and just after an hour, INEC released a statement on X saying that the whole re-enlistment of Julius Abure on their website is not from them, but their activities lately has proven that they actually have a hand in whatever is going on with Julius Abure faction and the Labour Party. So, amidst all the permutation of Peter Obi leaving the Labour Party to join the ADC or to join the SDP, you can hear him telling you that he is with the Labour Party. He's a Labour Party member, obviously running with the Labour Party. So the question is, what happens? Yesterday, you had one Callistus, that's the first time I'm hearing of the guy, make a statement saying he's leaving the party and showing and claiming and giving congratulatory messages and saying that he's joining the president, and also hailing Nelson Wike. That's his own FCT minister. He called him Nelson Wike. So that's how he knows Nelson Wike. That's basically how he defined him or termed him. And then we've also heard that El-Rufai's son Bello abandons his father El-Rufai, backs Tinubu for second term. Okay, so he ignored his father's recent move to the Social Democratic Party. Bello is a member of the House of Representatives for Kaduna North. He was at the APC National Summit in Abuja, where Tinubu was endorsed as a party's sole candidate for the 2027 election. This is coming after his father Nasir El-Rufai left the APC in March 2025, saying the party no longer reflects his values. Now, if you remember, when El-Rufai initially left the APC, I saw Bello's tweets seeming to tilt towards the camp of Peter Obi. He released some messages that were like, I think Peter Obi is not as bad. I was initially deluded, all right, or I was misinformed or swayed, but I think that would be a good, he made a statement like that on X. Nobody was like, really? So obviously he was seeming, maybe he was in between trying to say if he would leave the APC and join the SDP. But as things are right now, where you're having a lot of persons defecting, House of Rep members are leaving their political parties to join the APC, maybe he has decided to rethink and re-strategize and remain with the moving train. So the president has advised everyone that are in the APC, saying that, you know what, a one-party system is not wrong. All right, it's a constitutional right. I don't know if I should replay that video for some of you who did not actually listen to the world news at 6. After that, then I will unveil my analyst on the program this evening, and we will dissect these issues as best as possible. Obviously, after that, we'll get your reactions based on the conversation that we have heard, or rather based on the topics that have been reeled out. And then we're going to look at Lagos State, something peculiar about Lagos State that we need to discuss. So let's listen briefly to the president.
Just new members of the Progressive Crusade. You are one a member of the same party. I could see Shema too. I could see my old friend Amebute, who was in detention with me. All of you. Today is a great day. Evaluating the scorecard and reviewing how far we moved within 2 years of this mandate. It is a great joy for me to listen to the team, listen to the party, and making sure that you are resilient, you are on the front line, propagating the hope and aspiration of Nigerians. Equally, before I skip, I just need to tell those ones saying one party system is no good. It's one party ruling and driving the aspiration of Nigerians. Where do they start? You don't blame a people bailing out of a sinking ship when they have no life jacket. I'm glad of what we have, and I'm expecting more to come. That is the game. We are in a constitutional democracy. Don't forget the freedom of movement and the freedom of association is not criminally punishable. Welcome to the progressives. Sweep them clean. Fellow members.
So, Mr. Lawal Ekundayo is saying he doesn't understand. Mr. Lawal Ekundayo, good evening. Thank you for joining us today. How are
you? Not bad.
Personality today again. Good evening. How are you?
Should I answer? I am okay.
Anyone you feel like, it's a cool studio environment. So anyone you feel like.
In fact, I thought we have had it all. I don't know that the worst is yet to come.
Mr. Lawal, please, what is confusing to you in what the president said? He just told you a clean sweep. More persons are expected to come.
About that. I don't see anything that the youth of Nigeria can get out from that.
He's telling you that there's nothing wrong with having a one party if the one party is driving Nigeria to the kingdom, driving to a place of joy. And so they're expecting more to come. Encourage the supporters and followers that they should go ahead and ensure a clean sweep across board. He said they're doing a good job. So what is there for you not to understand, not to comprehend?
Because that's what I'm saying. I don't see any inspirational thing out of it that we can give to a youth, the youth population of Nigeria. What they can build on. You get it? Like you say something like in China they talk about industrial revolution. You get it. Okay. You talk about the Renaissance. You see the movement as of that time. You get it, following that trend. But I don't see anything that somebody can sell to the youth with this, because if you want, you put down an ideology.
The ideology is sweep it clean.
That's what I'm saying. If you tell a youth that you sweep, they will want to ask you, what do you want to sweep?
What do you mean now, Mr. Lawal Kundayo?
You are talking about one party state. It's not bad. They will ask you, okay, what is the benefit?
Mr. Lawal.
So if that's what I say.
To see the benefits.
The youth will ask you now. The young generation. I'm a teacher. You get it, and I deal with a lot of youth. Young people,
Mr. Lawal,
not even youth, teenagers.
In the APC, the president just told you now that his policies are working. Didn't you hear him when he was speaking to the new NNPC boss? He congratulated the guy and said thank you. Before, he was afraid of listening to the news, of watching newspaper. And I'm shocked, because how do you get to feel the pulse of the people? How do you know what people are saying if you're not listening?
You don't listen. You
just admitted to us that he wasn't. No, he said the reason was because of the criticism and the pressure about the.
Did he not criticize others? You get it. You want to? Can you remove criticism from democracy?
He said the criticism was going to distract him or possibly.
But he distracted others. That means he distracted others. He was criticizing.
What he was saying? That he believed in what he was doing, and that if he had listened to the news, he would have casted doubt on what this motive he wanted to achieve is. But now that it's working, that policy is working, so Esther, he can watch news.
What I'm saying that means what he was saying, what he said simply means that. When he was criticizing other government, the past government, that he was distracting them, because that is what he see.
Didn't you hear him? It is the game. Get into the game, Mr.
Okay,
Lawal.
It's a game.
Get into the game.
When I had that game, in fact, I dropped my head.
You dropped your head
because politics is a game in Nigeria. It's a game.
You don't know.
You get. It's not about the people. It's about you. Because when it comes to a game, you can manipulate the referee. You can manipulate the field. You can manipulate what? The spectators. You see, some people will be.
Don't be sentimental. It's the game. Barrister Darlington, is that not the game? The president is not hiding it. It's the game, and he's not being sentimental about it.
Esther.
Sir?
Even if you want to play any game, there are rules of engagement.
There's no rule in this camp.
No. Then it's not a game. It's a fraud. What the president just told you now is a fraudulent statement. Every game have rules of engagement, and if you don't follow it, then you are running foul of that game. Politics, democracy, they have rules of engagement. Esther, what Tinubu is doing now is contrary to democratic norm. You don't induce people, you don't stampede people, you don't coerce people to join you. No.
Did you hear him tell you that he coerced anybody?
That is what we are saying. He cannot tell you that. That when he has told his loyalty to go and sweep them clean, what are there debts that you are going to sweep?
Understand?
Are there debts? It's only there that you use a broom to sweep now.
You want to sweep Nigerians away.
So when you say go and sweep them, that means go and bring them. And he had their backing. Esther, we discuss here how people are being induced with money, appointments, all the largesse that you can think of. Is that not true? Is that a game? If PDP have done all these things, do you think APC would have existed? I am telling you that this is destruction of our democracy, not promoting it. Because I know that this thing that Tinubu is doing is not what democracy is all about. And for anybody supporting it, I am waiting and watching, because I know at the end of the day, anything that does not come with sincerity, anything that comes with evil motive, it will collapse. Esther, we have seen it from the time of history. Nothing like this have ever succeeded. Because look at it yourself. Tinubu is asking everybody to come into APC with one mouth-watering promise or the other. How can he fulfill that promise? You don't give what you don't have. Seriously, it is a matter of time before all these people realize that these promises cannot be fulfilled. Though. Take for example, in Delta State, you have almost 4 graduates who want to become governor. Is that not true?
Okay.
And the governor quickly, thinking that he want to beat them in their own game, he now join them. They have forgotten that the people have a mind of their own, the Nigerian people. You can see how they now rate you as a human being. They believe that you don't even matter, you don't have a say.
Barrister, yesterday you said something here that there is no conscience amongst these individuals.
Hold on.
And the president just told you right now that regardless of how you feel about the gale of defections or whatever, it is the game. He doesn't attach sentiments to politics. Mr. Lawal Ekunda just said here that when he was in the opposition, he didn't care about anything. You realize that most of the things that he criticized at the time is basically what his administration is all about. All tweets were brought up when, what's his name, former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan declared a state of emergency in states that were ridden by insecurity, specifically Boko Haram. You also heard the 2012 Occupy Nigeria protest, which obviously, and the shadow government that was initiated, where you obviously had the interview that former Vice President Yemi Oshibajo said it was not going to lead to anarchy, it was a means of checking the government of the day. And you have the DSS suing Pat Utomi for the same thing that was done in 2012. The thing is, whatever implementation or political strategy or tactic they would apply right now, what was wrong then is right now. No sentiment. So are you complaining about the method he's applying now, being the fact that he needs to stay in power?
Now, you see, these are one of the reasons why I said people don't read the signs of the time. Whenever the beating of the music have changed, you, the dancer, must change your dance step. What you are talking about was what PDP allowed that time, because they believe that they are in a democratic system and everybody must be allowed to thrive. That was then under PDP. But as of today, you can see that things have changed. And that is why I'm telling you that it is now left for the people to say, are we going to go through this? Because whether one party state or not, it is you and I, when we allow it, that it will happen. That's the truth. Go back to history. USSR used to be a one-party state. What happened at the end of the day? It imploded on its own. It imploded. When Gorbachev realized that the center cannot hold, he introduced both perestroika and the glasnost, because things were getting out of hand. The Russians were keen to beg for bread, they beg for whatever. The government could not muster all it takes to take care of the people. And that's what one-party state is all about. Esther, please, let me ask you, does the Tinubu resemble somebody who will run a one-party state, call it a communist state? Remember, in a communist state, the state takes care of the people's need. Is that not true? Now, does Tinubu look like somebody who will take care of the need of all Nigerians if we become a one-party state? The answer is capital no. The answer is capital no. So, why are you now going into it? For selfish reasons. You just want to survive the second term. After that, APC will collapse. Is that what you call a leader? You are not thinking of tomorrow. Go and check all the Western leaders, Western world. They are more particular about the future of their generation, the future of their country. That's why they are thinking ahead. But in this particular instance now, Tinubu is after his second term because he has realized that he has failed. And so he's doing everything not to be a one-term president. Is that not selfishness on his own? That you are using all this manner of inducement here and there to get people to support you, to get people to vote for you? The answer is no. You have failed.
Darlington, you're still not getting it, aren't you? Yes. Didn't you hear what he said?
Esther, leave what he said.
He said it is the game.
Hold on. I have told you. Don't ever refer me to what any government official says, especially Tinubu. Mention one thing he told you that is true. Esther, mention one thing Tinubu told you that is truth. You look back from his growing up till now. Mention one thing that Tinubu told you that is truth. Uncommon age declaration, your birthday. Did he tell you the truth about it? And you're telling me what he said. What he said does not matter here. It is what we are seeing, what is on ground.
But what he said is what we are seeing about the game now.
Which game?
People are defecting to the party. Whatever sentiments are applied is their own cup of garri.
He has contradicted himself because the democracy he claimed to have fought for.
Okay.
Is that how the game was played? Look at it. Contradiction all over. He told us he fought for democracy. Did it? Can he come out today and tell anybody that he fought for democracy? He cannot. So he has indicted himself. Because what you claim to have fought for, you are destroying it. Willy-nilly. So how can you come tomorrow and tell me you are a Democrat? You are a strategist? No, this is fraud on his own. Because you are using state resources to do whatever you are doing.
But the president, Barrister Darlington, the president puts gun on anybody's head to defect to the APC.
Listen very well. Even the Bible said that anybody that will make these children to sin, that it will be better for a stone to be tied around his neck and thrown into the sea. That is, you are making these children, this innocent mind, to sin. You are inducing them. You are doing all manner of things. Is that success?
Mr.
Esther, what is wrong if Tinubu come out today and become an orator? Go out there, make speeches that will convince the people on what he has done.
Oh, he's going to do that.
Hold on.
By May 29, you'll see the document reeled out.
Hold on. You and I know what is going to happen that day. Now, listen very well. If he comes out today like the Zik of Yo, the K-Ombadiwe, the Awolowos, who will come out with their scorecard that everybody will be looking at as he's talking? Is that not a way to win people's hearts? Tell me, is that not a perfect way to win people's hearts? Than all this thing that you are pepper success, pepper progress. Is that what you want me to sit down and believe? Mention any of the things Tinubu told you was told to you that you have done.
Barrister Darlington, can I say something?
He told you, Ebo Oma Wale.
Which
As it Wale now. Ebo Oma Wale. Fuel price Oma Wale. 2 years down the line, is he going up?
Barrister Darlington. A couple of persons will say all of what you're saying, you're attaching emotions and all of that. Mr. Lawa, let me come to you.
Governor Eno, now.
Yes, wait now. Did you hear him? Did he sound emotional? To him, the policy reforms are working. You heard him. He patted himself on the back, and he's actually commiserated with his loyalists and supporters for helping him achieve that.
Have you seen where somebody is getting an award and is patting himself at the back?
But remember
remember
the presidential charts. Do you remember the presidential charts last year? The president said that he knows no one would pat him on the back or congratulate him, and so if nobody would do that, he would do it himself.
So how can you pat yourself and you say you win? Is it possible?
It's happening.
You see, nobody hand over.
Mr. Lawa Ekunda, the question I wanted to ask you is, Governor Eno yesterday threatened those working with him. He said, it is either you join me in defecting or showing support to the APC or you resign. He gave them an ultimatum. It's literally a threat. A threat to their jobs working with him. So if you're not going to support what I support, get out of my sight. The president didn't do that to any of those who are defecting.
What happened to Fubara?
What happened to Fubara? Did you hear the president speak with Fubara?
He was
has
removed
Fubara
from
come
office.
out to declare that he's defecting to the APC yet?
Wait. You said the guy is still struggling. You get it? He's still struggling. Now, look at what happened to him. at that moment.
Look at
it was taken away from him now.
You hear?
And they put a military person. What does the military people do?
Wike was the face card,
Barrister,
not the president's face. The Wike was the face card.
They come with spoon and fork. I think they come with guns, isn't it? So when a military man come to your office with gun, what are you going to do as governor? Are you not going to run away? That's what happened to him now. So,
Barrister Darlington,
yes,
the education center is debilitated. The economy as well is still struggling to stay afloat. Entrepreneurs are finding it difficult to maintain their capital to sustain their businesses. Small-scale businesses are actually still trying to survive. Most of these companies can't even pay staff salaries. Investment is not really it's not really coming in as it is expected. Insecurity has supposedly quadrupled, even though the NSA is telling us that in the past 2 years they've been able to neutralize 13,000 and something insurgents and been able to de-radicalize and reintegrate about 124,000. And the Chief of Defense Staff has told us that they have everything under control. But the president is telling us that he has what it takes to lead us in the right direction. Let me put it out to you without sentiments, though, or as things are at this very moment. The president doesn't care as to what you think or what you're saying now, because the president feels that all he has put on ground is working. Barrister, to what end do you think you criticizing or saying that he is not what it is? And to those who support and believe that he is what it is he says he is, with the governors, the bigwigs joining the moving train and actually saying that the party is doing what is needed for future generations yet unborn, how are you going to summarily defend your perspective to what the president actually told us?
I am going to do that based on facts on the ground, because the economy is not stupid. I mean, when you are patting yourself at the back as a leader, the question is, are you doing it truthfully? Are you sincere, or you just want to catch cruise? I mean, what do you expect Tinubu to come and tell his member who gathered on that forum? To come and tell them that he has failed? No, he will say things that will make them clap for him as they have always done. The reality is that Nigeria is not moving forward, and Tinubu is aware. All the indices are there. The cost of living, you and I know where it is. The electricity tariff, the fuel, even the naira, the fuel. What's the exchange rate? Where did the Tinubu meet exchange rate when they came into office? These are facts. Facts. Where did they meet the exchange rate when they came into office, and where is it today? And what is the benefit of this floating of the naira to the Nigerian economy? Is that not why over 7.2 million businesses and the factories closed down? Esther, is that not a fact that this number of businesses and factories have closed down in Nigeria? Is that a success story? How many investors have come here to open up shop and say they want to establish one industry or the other? Can they mention their names? These businesses that closed down, do you know how many years it will take those businesses to come back to life? And with this business that closed down, if they went away with all the employed the youth in those businesses. So the employment situation have, in fact, it is now running riot. Feeding income. Esther, don't you know what is going on? Where did they meet us?
You do not know. The presidency responded to these concerns that the question I asked you now, and the response you're given. It was raised by the Catholic Bishops' Conference of Nigeria over the economic hardship, security, governance issues, insisting that Nigeria has made tremendous progress. So, Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, dismissed the bishop's assessment of Nigeria's prevailing circumstance and quagmire, economic quagmire. He actually said that it was outdated and that they failed to acknowledge the improvements in security, the economy, and governance. So, according to him, while they acknowledge that governance challenges remain, Onanuga maintained that security has improved significantly, with the military eliminating thousands of criminals.
No, maybe it's upside down. The insurgents, I mean, the terrorists are eliminating the military. Is that not what we say? Maybe he turned the whole thing upside down.
The World News, I asked Mr. Anosike, said, what orbit? Maybe the orbit they reside is different from the orbit we currently are residing.
No, maybe it's really...
Hold on. When you know that... Look, Esther, you see dictators and failed government, one of the things that they are known for is what? Telling lies.
what your reality is different from another person's reality. It doesn't mean that
this
person's
is
reality is
Nigeria.
false.
Listen, he is leading us. We are to tell him where the
It's about Nigerians, not about the president now.
We are to tell him where the thing is pinching.
Yes.
So is he not supposed to listen to us and leave his the bubble world he's living?
That's why he said he doesn't listen to news or what, because he's afraid of criticism. Why would you be afraid?
In Aso Rock is not helping matters for him, because this is he knows the reality. He just wants to praise himself, like the proverbial lizard that fell from Iroko tree and look up and down and nobody was there. He started shaking head in acknowledgement of the feat he had performed. Is that not true? Tinubu know that he has failed. If not, all this thing he's doing now with opposition, he will not do them. He'll be so confident and so relaxed that his work will be speaking for him. But because he has not achieved anything, he's now looking every means to make people believe that he's working. I have asked you here, these people that are running into APC, can they tell me one single reason why they are doing so? The answer is none.
Mr. Lawal Kundari.
But there's something. Wait,
I need you in this train of thoughts.
It's the same thing. I
According
want
to
to
the
say
administration,
something.
they're saying that in the last 2 years, 8,000 criminals, bandits, armed robbers, Boko Haram terrorists, kidnappers have been eliminated. Although the NSA is saying 100 and about 134,000 of that has been neutralized. Well, and obviously they're saying about over 10,000 Nigerians, primarily women and children, have been rescued from their abductors as a result of improved security in their communities. I don't want to say our communities, especially in the northwest, northeast. Farmers have returned to their farms. Listen, and our country has seen increased food production, which is currently driving down prices of essential commodities. Now, he said that on economy, balance of trade has improved, foreign reserves are in a stronger position, inflation has moderated, our currency is gaining strength against convertible currencies, and local refining capacity has tremendously increased on the back of Dangote refinery and NNPCL refineries in Port Harcourt. Don't worry, going on stream. I am laughing. I need to.
Like somebody who's writing a novel, and is telling us that our soldiers are being killed in their barracks. Just how many?
Port Harcourt refinery and Warri refinery, please. Have anybody gone there to lift up food? Have anybody gone there to lift 1 liter of product?
Do you think
I think this man?
No, I think the president's spokespersons need to be careful.
I don't know.
If we not, he would have even rewritten what they said. He would have corrected himself, but he's the one who made them to be saying what they are saying.
How can the president make them to be saying what they're saying? Can you remember when the president traveled and came back and told us that they've lifted the visa from Dubai? It was not the president that told them that. They decided to do that on their own.
So why didn't he fire them? Wait, excuse me. Why didn't he caution them when, like, did he caution them? No, that's what he wants now.
The body language of the president dictates what their spokesperson will say. Let me give you an example. When Jonathan was in office, Obasanjo wrote a stinker to him. But Jonathan told him, good Lord Jonathan told his aides, Ruben Abati, Donye Okugba, and that they should not reply to Obasanjo, that he will reply him by himself. And that was what he did. Go and check. Throughout the Jonathan presidency, he didn't have bad mouths defending him and talking anyhow. That is why Ruben Abati, today, he has been running a program in Arise and all that. Did anybody call out his name? Ruben Abati. Have you heard where they mentioned his name and reminded him of what he said in Aso Rock? They were doing their job decently. I have even said it in one other program that he was running, in City TV or City FM or so. I told him that, look at it. If you did not do your job, you will not be doing this job you are doing now. Ruben Abati will not be doing what he's doing now if he did not do that job decently when he was with Jonathan. Look at Femi Adesina. Where is he? Have you heard his name since he left office? He can't come out in the public view. He can't. People will remind him of all his misdeeds now. So when you are in such office, remember that there will be tomorrow. When you come out, what happens? There will be life after your job. So, and you can see that these bad leaders, they are the ones who will call up all manner of spokespersons. Buhari have excess of them. In fact, there was this BMO, Buhari, what's that called? Media organization. After 3.
Mr. Lawal Ekunda, I'm sorry, Barrister Darlington.
No, let me round up with this. After you have seen all these things, you still follow the same trajectory by appointing all the media men to go and do your job. Do and do your hatchet job by promoting what is not there. And you forgot that at the end of the day, your lives will be exposed. And so when it's exposed, what will you now look like?
Mr. Lawal Ekunda, in relation to what Barrister Darlington is saying and what Bayo Nanaga is saying about the Port Harcourt and Warri refinery, do you recall that there was a recent revelation about the Warri Refining and Petrochemical Company remaining shut since January 2025 due to safety issues? That was the whatever in quote in the crude distillation unit main heater. And on April 2025, a document on the midstream and downstream sector obtained from the Nigeria Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority revealed that the refinery, which consumed $897.6 million in maintenance costs, failed to produce premium motor spirit, was shut down barely a month after former NNPC Group Chief Executive Officer Mele Kyari declared it operational. And industry operators and experts described it as disheartening. This is what the Information and Strategy Minister, aide to the president, said is one of the economic improvements and success stories of the administration, where the EFCC, had to go straight up into investigation where top members within the NNPCL, both past and present, how they've siphoned funds to their personal accounts, several accounts spread worldwide, personal largesse made from this money that is supposed to make the Warri and Petrochemical, whatever refineries operational. That's Warri and Port Harcourt. So in this regard, would we see a documentary that will be released on May 29 as this part of the success stories of the administration, or is there another arm of this refinery that is active that we do not know, that they will let us know on that day? I need to have that clarity on
there's something in Yoruba, it's an idiom, I think, that they say. They say, Asoromagbesi. You get it? Okay. You speak, you don't listen, you don't wait for reply. That's the way they behave now. Because they will have dressed them up. You get it? Okay. They will have been properly dressed and humiliated for all these things they are saying. So in Yoruba, we call it Asoromagbesi. They will just say it. The moment they say, they run away, they don't want to listen to reply because they know that the reply, you get it, is going to be the truth. And it will expose them. That is exactly what is happening here. Now, there's something else I want to say, which I want to talk to Nigerians. When Jonathan, let me say, when PDP was in power, if PDP had made Nigeria one party state, do you think APC will exist? Are you getting what I'm saying? If PDP had used all the machine, you get it, that is all the instrument that is available in government to make Nigeria a one party state, where will APC be now? You get, where will the other party, this APC is now telling us about one party state is not bad. If PDP had done it during their own time, maybe Obasanjo had done it, you get, and make the whole country a one party state, where will APC be by now? So, and they gave you opportunity to be your opposition, they gave you opportunity to run your own election, they gave you opportunity to be to say what you want to say, and now you are depriving others of the same benefit that the past administration gave you. What I want Nigerians to think deep. I want everybody to look deep inward. Look back 20 years ago. If Obasanjo had made Nigeria one party state, where will APC be now? Will the president and every other people who are saying it's okay, what would they have said during that time? Would they have said it's okay? Why didn't they support one party state during that time? Now you are telling us it's okay, as if this is the first dispensation we are going through in Nigeria. I mean, what is going on in this country now? Why have our politicians made politics in Nigeria a selfish game? a game I must win at all cost. So I have to bribe referee. I have to, manipulate everything because I want to win. It doesn't make sense. We are all going to go.
You just said
world.
a key word now. Why they've made it a game. And that's what the
I
president
don't understand.
emphasized. That's what Barrister Darlington. Let me come to you. A couple of persons will say that you never see anything good about this administration. It was the same thing during the previous administration under Muhammadu Buhari. There were gaslighting, there were issues and all of that. And now the same thing too with the president. Others say that possibly because of preconceived notions about Tinubu, some sector of Nigerians just did not want to give the man a leeway, a break, to see if indeed whatever perception that they have about him, the outcome may not be so. Another set of persons said that the 8 years of the former administration literally ran Nigeria aground, and the president literally came and took a carcass of the economy, and he's trying to work with the carcass he saw on ground, and that it would take time. Maybe we may not see it reflect this time around, but possibly in future, in the next 10 years or 15 years, we will look back and thank President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for these policies he's setting up as a foundation. Do you think that we're giving the president too much of a hard time and that we should patiently wait for his administration to work, despite we seeing his minions using divisive tactics, you understand, to show support? I don't want to believe that the president is in support of the divisive tactic going on online. How would you react to this perception?
Esther, a bad workman quarrel with his tools. A president that wants to do something. In fact, if Tinubu is serious, he would have been the best president in Nigeria with all the money coming to him. I've told you here, since the creation of Nigeria, no president have earned the amount of money Tinubu have earned in office. Seriously. All the things he's enjoying today, no other president enjoyed it. And Nigerians, keep struggling, enduring, tolerating him. So all this money, is it not you supposed to use it to better the lot of Nigerians?
Rather, politics is about interest and not morality. There is no morality in politics.
Hold on.
No, in Nigeria, you could say that.
Hold on.
Okay.
Now, listen, instead of using this money to better the lot of Nigerians so that the so-called reform will have effect. Rather, the money is being squandered on flamboyant lifestyle, on trivial issues, on selfish issues. Esther, somebody came in Argentina 2 years ago or so. Under 1 year, the man balanced their budget for the first time in 135 years. Is that not something Tinubu should have gone to emulate? Tell me. No, is that not something he should emulate? If actually he want to make progress, if actually he met a bad case on ground. Tinubu did not meet any bad case on ground. He just used that to cover up. If he truly met a bad case, he wouldn't have told us that he would continue where Buhari stopped. I don't know how else to explain this into Nigeria. You said you met a very bad case on the ground when you came in. And you are telling me you continue from there. And somebody is telling me that I should cut a flag for you. If things were bad, you would have changed.
The game is the game.
No, leave that thing you are saying. No,
it's not me that said it.
No. Even what he said, I don't want to go into that. Now, let me tell you, those who invented this democracy, it's all about the people. Government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Else are true or false?
True, sir.
Good. So all this, did you hear a game? Did you hear any game in this thing I said now? Why is your own different? You came into office and you want to do things for your selfish interests. And you are trying to manipulate and give it a nomenclature so that people will not believe in what you are trying to say. Meanwhile, that is not the rule of the game. Yes, you are destroying democracy on your own and you are trying to give it a very nice name so that people will say, yes, that's the truth too. All these manipulations, all these shenanigans, Esther, all this, what do you call it now? Ruffle fight that you are brought into democracy. Please, if it continues, where will Nigeria be in the next 10, 15 years? Will there be Nigeria? You are not thinking of that, Abi? No, the one they did is what you are suffering to today. And you want to come and add to it. without thinking of the implication on the future generation. Is that what the youth you are trying to tell us that you are fighting for? Is that what they are coming to inherit? What is there to inherit again?
Mr. Lawal Kunjaya.
If they inherit this thing you are doing now, where will Nigeria be in the next 10, 15 years? Answer that question.
So,
so that we know whether you are making progress.
In reference to this game, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission recently slammed Paul Ibe, the media aide to former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, over the claim that their chairman, Olukayode, had a secret meeting with the governor before his defection. The commission released in a statement released by spokesperson Dele Oyewole said that Ibe's claim during an interview on a Monitor television program was unfounded. I don't know, does it mean that Ibe was just talking out of the blue? So basically, there were reports that the EFCC met secretly to infuse or effect a measure where a governor from the South will defect to the ruling All Progressives Congress so that the pressure from the EFCC will not be mounted on them, or rather INEC, that is EFCC along with INEC. Are we saying that INEC is now an institute for political gimmicks? Because
are you asking that question?
To come out and make this statement is crazy. Is a crazy allegation. The allegation came out earlier in the month that INEC was involved actually in soliciting the defection of a particular South governor secretly. INEC, along with the EFCC.
Do we not know that INEC is biased? You get what I'm saying?
That's dangerous.
So, is it new?
Okay, this is part of the game, Abi. Esther, you are talking now, Abi. Now, listen. The Supreme Court ruled on a matter concerning Labour Party. A very simple pronouncement that even the first year law student can interpret. INEC is still holding on to that judgment up to today. Say they are still studying. They are still studying. Thereby helping in the illegality in Labour Party. You mean the INEC is now more knowledgeable than Supreme Court? INEC is more knowledgeable. Remember that two other courts, the lower court, the Federal High Court and Appeal Court, have already ruled in favor of Abure. Maybe through inducement or something. But the Supreme Court said no. That this thing they did is wrong in law.
Now, in this statement you're making, like we were saying something, that what this current administration is doing is something they had opposed in the past. For example, in 2016, when Ekpa was a member of the opposition party, that's the People's Democratic Party, he declared that any senator who defects from the party on whose platform they were elected must forfeit their seat.
Okay.
According to him in 2016 at the time, as lawmakers, senators must not encourage political rascality. That is why PDP senators today staged a walkout. Then they staged a walkout to protest the purported defection of Senator Yele Omogunwa, who was elected on the platform of the PDP, but claimed he wants to defect to the APC to support the governor-elect of his state. The Constitution is clear on this. If a senator defects to another political party, he loses his seat. This was on Ekpa's Facebook page. Why is that not being applied now? The Constitution then, has it changed now? If we have a lot of senators and rep members defecting wholesomely and their seat has not been declared vacant for a re-election to hold sway, so does the Constitution apply at that time and doesn't apply at this time? Or did they pass a bill that evaded or eroded this part of the Constitution and a new one was implemented that we were not aware of?
My dear, the Constitution is still the same. That will tell you where we are going. They have decided to destroy all our institutions, including the ground norm of the country. That's what we are seeing. In that of Rivers State, I told you when this was good that these people, they are experimenting something with Rivers State. They are experimenting something, and because it succeeded, look at it, with all the noise that was made, all the hula baloo, all the criticism, did they not have their way? The sole administrator is still there acting like a lord,
making budget
all the
in 6 months.
In fact, 6 months. Tinubu have told
no accountability to anybody.
Tinubu have told the National Assembly to approve the over 1 trillion budget, that they should approve it for the sole administrator.
So someone that is going to spend less than 5 months, so
you can see
less than 5 months is writing budget.
He's already acting like a governor. Are you going to say? He said that he wants to deepen democracy or whatever.
Deepen God.
I was listening to him and said, look at it. So that thing they did in Rivers State was what? An experiment. And because you and I and the rest of Nigerians allowed it, look at it now. It has become what? The norm.
Epidemic.
So every other state is now becoming wary of what happened to Fubara. They don't want to go through that route. Because you and I allowed it. You can see. Because nobody was able to challenge that and ask the Supreme Court. The defected lawmakers in the River State, what is keeping their case? Why have you not judged on that matter? And tell us whether they were right or wrong. Because that thing has been left like that, all because of what? Political interest. Look at what is going on now. That is why people are just defecting right, left, and center. Because there will be no consequences. As long as you are defecting into APC, there is no consequences, Esther. Contrary to the provisions of the Constitution. Section 109, at least for State Assembly. And that of the Federal, I think 162 or 168. Look at that. Everything bastardized. We are not even acting with the Constitution again. We are not following anything. It is now what Tinubu wants and what he decides. Esther, the Supreme Court ruled that this thing that happened in River State is wrong, that the governor should do all these things. The man humbly and obediently started implementing what the Supreme Court pronounced. All of a sudden, Tinubu, for reasons based on it, hijack the Supreme Court ruling without allowing the governor to implement them and then declare state of emergency on his own, with all the illegalities that are involved in it, all the illegalities. And now we have settled with that. Esther, you and I have settled with that. That sole administrator have become the governor of that state. He's acting like a governor. He's behaving like a governor. Everything the governor he has enjoyed it because Tinubu appointed him. Tinubu appointed the governor for Rivers people. As I'm talking to you today, he appointed the governor because all the privileges, all the things that a governor had to demand is doing it. This budget now, who will he present it to? The same thing they accused Fubara of doing.
A 22-member House of Rep members were constituted to address this now.
No, what I'm asking
they were meant
is...
to oversee, perform oversight functions.
Hold on. There is something that is wrong here. They asked that governor or that sole administrator, the money they released to you,
initially.
Good. Come and give us account of how you spent it and all that. Esther, did you answer them up to today?
Nope. They postponed that appearance.
They keep postponing like how many times?
Look at it. They postponed it. But now they want to approve another budget for him.
The first time it was postponed, he said he has not gotten some things ready. The second time he has not gotten things ready. So we haven't heard the next time.
Upon all that, they want to approve. Tinubu is telling the National Assembly to approve another budget of over 1 trillion naira.
With the one he has spent, the one with him, he's still there.
No accountability.
Nothing.
The same thing they accused Fubara of doing, that he's acting on his own. My dear, this thing will hit a rock.
There's something going on.
I said this thing will hit.
So he has finished that money in 2. That means he has finished that money in 1 month. He has finished the money. Billions. How much is it?
You see, one of the reasons why he paid me a lot is that whenever we are talking to this people, they think that we are just talking. Everything I predicted about this administration is can come to pass, and more are coming. This thing that Tinubu and APC are doing, Esther, it will hit the rock. I am not joking. If this thing continue, in no time there will be no party in Nigeria. There will be no party. I'm not.
Is it party? Your democracy will disappear.
I said there will be no party. Whether the one you are defecting to or the one you want to defect from, there will be no party because that is what Tinubu is trying to do. Go and check where problem generated from other countries. Is it not because of an election? Esther, remember the Wild West in Nigeria. Was it not election in 1964? Because of
Barrister, let's look at this because we need to open the phone lines now.
If you do not learn from all those things and you are not creating another problem because you want to win an election, where are you heading to? Esther, where are you heading to?
It's the game.
But wait, I want to ask, how will he defend that 1.5? I think the sole administration supposed to really want to come and defend it, and not the president.
You're not getting it.
Because if you want to spend it, it's the one who made the budget, not the president.
Mr. Lawal, Barrister Darlington, there is no morality in politics in this part of the world. It's basically interest.
No. Where you talk about is in law. We are not dealing of law here. You said there's no law.
No morality
in law. So leave that one. This is a man who claimed that he fought for democracy. And now look at what you are doing. That means your true color has come out. If you want to know who is a man, the real person, give him power and money and see how he handle it. That's the truth. Esther, Mandela, he suffered for 27 years trying to liberate South Africa. The white apartheid offered him all manner of things for him to renounce his stance. Come and enjoy with them and all that. The man said, no, South Africa must be free. Eventually, that man with his attitude forced apartheid to die. And when he came out, Esther, with that kind of person, with what he had gone through, with everything, all the influence he has,
yes, with power,
he would have rewritten the constitution of South Africa and said that everybody in his family must be the leader of South Africa until Christ will come back again. But Mandela quietly, he ruled for one term and went to. They forced him and said, no, you must stay. We want you to go. He said, no, that I want to go and rest. Esther, look at South Africa today. Is that not where we are going to borrow? Our children are running to. Is that not where we are running to? For soccer?
Barrister Darlington.
You can see.
I need to open the phone lines. For example, the United States of Biafra, I don't know if this is still existing, has uncovered Nigeria's Department of State Services, their covert operation named Doppelgangers to foil the independence of Biafra. According to Ngozi, she says that the Deputy Prime Minister USB disclosed on her official account on Tuesday. According to her, the DSS is reportedly behind the persecutive attacks against Biafrans and their activists. That's Ngozi Orabweze. She noted that the security operatives of the Nigerian government have secretly and forcefully taken over Biafra radio to spew narratives against the Biafran agitation. So, according to her, she said that basically they've been conducting summary arrests, executions of Biafrans both in the homeland and abroad. I don't know about abroad, and that with the continuous detention of Nnamdi Kanu, and that they are passing off an illegal concept in which they are misrepresenting goods or services as being the goods and services of another. That's what they've done with counterfeit IPOB and Radio Biafra. So the question is, this group, where do they stand since Simon Ekpa has been in the Finland custody? What method are they continuing with? Do people still believe in that movement?
See, Esther, let me say something.
No, I have a reason for asking Barrister Darlington about
Esther,
this. Yeah?
are you aware that Nnamdi Kanu is undergoing trial now?
Yes.
Good. All the witnesses from the DSS and the government, did you see how they are answering their questions?
Yes.
Especially that BB man who claimed that he doesn't know anything. To the point that the judge, Omotosho, got angry.
Okay.
Are you getting what I'm saying? That means they are not even doing any prosecution there. They are persecuting that young man. Because as of today, no tangible evidence against Nnamdi Kanu. They are just looking for something to hold on to. So they know that eventually that case may fail. And they are now resorting to another propaganda. So there was a Radio Biafra and they are talking from there. They too should be arrested.
She's saying that they are misrepresenting facts.
That's what
that they are personalities who are not genuine personalities spewing narratives via that medium.
They should be arrested too for using Radio Biafra.
Who should be arrested?
The people that are doing that negative narrative against Biafra.
But if they are passing off as stats, and if she doesn't have any concrete evidence to prove otherwise, beyond her just saying what she's saying in public.
Okay. If then they should arrest her too. They should arrest her.
She's not resident in Nigeria.
Anywhere she is, they should extradite her.
They should extradite her.
Yes,
is it possible to do that? You know the effort it takes for extradition processes.
No.
Unless they do a covert affair like they did for Nnamdi Kanu's extraordinary rendition.
If it is discovered that she have done wrong, let them extradite her. They should know. Tell the government over there.
But ever since the Simon Ekpa has been in the Finnish custody, that movement has really had issues. You know, the whole USB thingy. A lot of their anti-groups, there are some who are not in support of Ngozi Orabweze. They feel she's in link with the Nigerian government in stating out or selecting persons out of the movement and letting the Nigerian government know about them. Some others believe that she's in the right cause and whatever. But right now, as it seems, there's no organization in the unit. So how do you believe whatever is being said?
Esther, look, I have told you they have infiltrated the so-called Biafra radio, Biafra movement. That's the first thing any secret service does. They infiltrate your camp and begin to destabilize you people. They will put your head.
it's somewhere in Finland or so. I remember when they did their convention, they didn't do it in Nigeria. They did it outside. We're saying that the DSS is causing whatever conflict is ongoing.
Of course, the same way they used Simon Ekpa to do what they were doing that time, and we cried out. You were here.
You think that Simon Ekpa was working for the Nigerian government?
If not, how? If not, how? How can you say you are fighting for Biafra and you are behind the killing of the same Biafrans?
But he amassed a lot of supporters and followers who felt that he was protecting the Southeast territory.
All those ones are not really Igbos, Esther. Listen to me. They are not really Igbos. No Igbo man, I told you here, no Igbo man of the core Igbo state will support the killing of any Igbo man. It can never happen. Since that thing was brought down, have you had more killings? Every other killing now, we should be asking the federal government. Because Simon Ekpa is now
in the Finnish custody.
He's in prison there or in detention. And now the Kanu is going on that is undergoing trial. So
within the DSS custody.
So that the DSS and all the security they are not aware of. Esther, please, can you explain to me?
But Simon Ekpa during his trial actually said that he wasn't collaborating with the Nigerian government. He was only advocating for the freedom of his people.
What do you expect? What he says, he didn't say that he's just a content creator. All those things came up now. And this was the man who claimed that he's the prime minister of Biafra. I mean, did he not say it?
He denied that. He said it was just a social media name. He said he was part of IPOP, which IPOP said that no, they do not recognize him as part of IPOP.
But remember, he said it when the when the romance was sweet. Now that the arm of the law have caught up with him, he denied. And you want me to believe what he is denying?
So if the DSS has infiltrated the United States of Biafra, or there is a sort of disarray, is there any need for that organization to continue if members within that particular organization cannot be trusted?
Esther, who told you that there is a Biafra as of today? We are talking of IPOB, Indigenous People of Biafra. Is a movement asking for self-determination. The Biafran state is not in existence as of today. It's not in existence. IPOB is a movement. Look at the name, IPOB, Indigenous People of Biafra. The state have not taken off. We need to get the validation of the international community and the UN. As of today, it has not taken off. So get it right. There are two different things here.
All right.
So people are just mixing up to confuse everybody. But we cannot be confused.
All right.
Nnamdi Kanu said it that yes, he's the leader of IPOB. He said it in court. He's not denying it. And there's nothing wrong in that. It is the same way these people in the north are telling you that Boko Haram, Western education is evil. They want their own Islamic caliphate and all that. Don't you have ISWAP, Islamic State of West Africa?
But it's a terrorist group. They're a terrorist organization.
Good, it is the same way government is romancing with them.
Do you have evidence that government is romancing with them?
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, do you have any evidence what you're saying now? It's only that or what Governor Zulum just said, but he didn't name names.
Hold on, Esther. You're asking for evidence, Abi. Now, let me go step by step. Ask Sheikh Gumi, who told us that he goes to commune with them in the bush. And each time he's going, that the federal government used to give him backing. True or false?
Wait, said so.
Good. El-Rufai told us how he used money to go and pay all these people to stop killing Nigerians. Is that not true? Hold on, no. Baje Kawu Baraje. On the open, no, in the open, before the camera, he now opened up properly and told us how they want to recruit all the terrorists all over Africa and the Sahel to come into Nigeria, that the jihad have started. Esther, I don't know how many times this. Okay, hold on, no. They gave you 400 names of those sponsoring the terrorism. What did the federal government do? They sat on it. They sat on it completely without making any move to checkmate what is there and all that. And then before now, these terrorists, whenever they managed to arrest them, our soldiers, what happened? Were they not rehabilitated and reintegrated into the society and into the military? Esther, please, what else are you asking me here? Have they done any of this thing with IPOB? Hold on, no. Have they done any of this thing with IPOB? I'm talking of IPOB, who is a determination group, a self-determination group that is approved by the United Nations. I don't know how people are just mixing things up here. If what IPOB is doing in what these people are doing in the north, do you think there'll be insecurity in Nigeria? There'll be none. Because IPOP have never gone to any particular place in the Igbo land and killed all the villagers, or collecting ransom money from anybody, or collecting protection money from farmers and all that, and say they should not go to farm. Esther, such a thing has never happened.
All right, Barrister
So
Darlington.
what else are you looking for?
Please, let's take a reaction right about now. 080-3692-9933, 080-3692-9933. The WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Evening, Madam Esther.
Good evening, sir. What's your name, please?
I'm Edward, calling from Sango.
Calling from?
Sango.
Songo. All right, go ahead, sir.
I greet Barrister Darlington, and I greet the Ekpa there.
Yes.
Good evening, sir.
You see, this thing, Barrister Darlington is perfect. We, outside, we are learning a lot. You know, when we are saying is perfect, there's so many things in telling Nigeria there for them to learn. And what makes me sad is that most of you that are media houses are not inviting people on authority. You people supposed to be inviting people on authority because it's because you people give them gap. That's why they would blame all politics always and leave governance. And even they are coming monthly to radio stations. That is, you will learn a lot, and the Nigerian people will get chance to ask them questions.
No, they will not
You
come.
see,
They will not.
and now,
My brother, they will not come. Don't forget that area. They will not come. What are they coming to say? They will not come. We have been trying to invite them.
Hello, good evening. How are you?
good evening,
Good evening. How
Madam
are
Esther.
you?
The little things that you do in your
Hello, can you hear me? Are you watching something, sir? Hello, sir. Are you watching something?
The pastor is preaching.
Hello?
I'm hearing you
All
clearly.
right, please
Okay,
go
go
ahead,
ahead.
sir. Go ahead. What's your name?
My name is Robert. Ogagaliti, good evening, sir.
Good evening, my brother.
My problem is now, as this country is now, who is checking the president? Which organ or government is checking him? Because Akpabio is dancing to the tune of the president, likewise the judiciary. So, and anything the president brought, it will be approved. Who is the body checking the president now as we speak?
You called on WhatsApp 08036929933. That's the number 08036929933. You said the body that is to check the executive. We have the National Assembly, but if the executive to the National Assembly is doing okay, then there's no need for them to check him now. Abi Barrister Darlington.
Look, the people that
Hello.
invented democracy, they brought in 3 arms of government for what? For checks and balances.
Hello, good evening.
How are you?
I'm fine, sir. How are you, sir?
Greetings to your people over there and your station, especially for what they are doing.
Thank you very much, sir. What's your name, please?
My name is The Truth.
Calling from the town of Injustice.
Exactly.
All right, go ahead, sir.
Concerning what is happening in this country, there is no iota of truth from the judiciary, the INEC, and what's happening now, right now, concerning people moving from one party to the other, jumping from here to the other, is for selfish interest. Nobody knows tomorrow, including myself. I don't know what will happen to the end of this year. They are now fighting for 2027. When we are saying 2025, instead of them to take care of the nurses who are still living, suffering, crying, dying, no food, no drug, no transportation, nothing for the nurses. They are hustling, struggling, open for 2027. I want them to remember, as I'm speaking, I came naked. And when going, I go with nothing. Nothing is permanent in this life.
All right, thank you, Mr. Truth. Thank you so much for that. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Good evening, I'm fine.
Good evening. So sorry for keeping you. Please, what's your name? I can hear you, sir. What's your name?
I'm Emmanuel calling from Ota.
From Ota.
Yes, Ota, in Ogun State.
Emmanuel, please. All right, okay, good. How is Ogun State today?
It's fine, it's going on fine.
All right, please go ahead.
All right. This president, I don't know. This president is the first president that I have seen in Nigeria that is the president and he is still campaigning to be president. Like, I've never seen this kind of thing before. Tinubu is the president of Nigeria currently. Instead of him to focus on governance, he is busy campaigning to be president in 2027. Like, I don't understand how somebody will be president and still be campaigning to be president when you are already the president. So instead of him to focus on good governance and win the people to his side, he is busy campaigning for 2027. This campaigning is doing is things that people like Peter Obi, Erufai, Atiku should be doing. To be talking about election 2027, galvanizing themselves how to win election. He is supposed to focus on governance. If he governs us very well, people are likely to vote for him in 2027 without even campaigning. But he's president and he's campaigning to be president. I have not seen this kind of thing before. And he's busy praising himself that he has done well. He has done well. Well, I don't know what to say anyway, because he said it himself that he doesn't listen to news, he doesn't read the newspaper, he doesn't watch news. So I believe he doesn't even know what is happening at all.
No, he said that.
That is why he goes on and on to praise himself. Praise himself that he's doing well, he's ruling us well. He has turned Nigeria to DSS.
Thank you very much.
It is well with Nigeria. So I believe that Nigerians in 2027 they will use their sense. Let me say they will use their senses very well. Yes, right. I mean 5 senses, so their eye, their ear, and everything.
Thank you, Emmanuel. All right. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Yeah, good evening. My name is Brother Donald from Ekpa.
Brother Jonas from Ekpa. Please go ahead, Brother Jonas. Donas. Okay, like donators. All right, no, like Brother Donas.
From Ekpa.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to thank
hello? Okay.
I said,
thank you.
Both of them.
Okay.
You know, as they speak, they give us hope. They give us hope as Nigerians. At least there are still right-standing Nigerians who can speak the truth.
Hello? I think your network is poor. All right, your network is poor. 08036929933 and the WhatsApp number is 081717563338. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Turn down the volume of your radio, please.
All right.
Good evening, sir. What's your name?
My name is Kanu.
Calling from where, sir?
I'm calling from Sangota.
All right, sir. Please go ahead.
Please, there is something I want to beg you, please stop discussing the issue of Biafra on your station.
08036929933. You don't call me and tell me what to talk about or what not to talk about. 08036929933. That's the number to call. All right. Hello. Good evening. How are you? Let's respect ourselves and not act like non-entities. Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you? How are you, ma? Good evening.
Now, don't free me this man.
Sorry.
After how many months? Crying.
Sorry.
Good evening, sir. Mr. Barista Darling, Mr. Sundar. God bless you.
And you too. Good evening, ma.
You know, the friends are always text before.
Yes.
But I can't because of my eyesight. That's why I've been trying to create more. I would have still continued texting. I think I told you I wrote you text.
Yes.
So that's why I always call.
Okay.
Otherwise, I think I even put the texting, the messages.
Okay.
Anyway, what I want to say is that whatever Tinubu is doing or whatever they say that boom, they should still jump in. Like the very first said, the person that was like, it's better they use boom to shoot. Look at their antecedents, all those that are going to APC. Look at their profile. Who are they? 30 in this country. I'm sorry to say. But it's so saddening. And when I remember sometimes when you said the message, a news about trees being given to dogs.
Yeah.
in this country.
Yes.
There's abomination in the land. And
It's by the terrorists.
It will take the mercy of God to cleanse this nation.
I am telling
I
you.
don't know.
I am telling
May
you.
God help us.
Amen.
God bless you, sir.
Thank you.
God bless you, my sister.
Thank you very much. Good
I'm
night.
telling you.
Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening.
Yes,
Esther.
good evening, sir. How are you? Hello.
And I'm calling from a
All right, please go ahead.
But it's about making a meeting.
Wait,
The truth and secondary. See the quickly, the search of this mistake. What Tinubu and doing?
Sir, you sound muffled.
Yeah.
Are you using an earpiece?
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes, okay. Let me
Yeah.
put it in
Yeah, make it clearer.
Hello?
Hello.
He's using WhatsApp.
Yeah,
and the
can you hear
connection
me?
is very poor. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, yeah.
Yes, hello, good evening. What's your name, please?
I'm Chinedu from Eba.
All right, Chinedu from Eba. Please go ahead, sir.
Okay, what is happening in Nigeria is not really encouraging, to be honest with you.
Okay.
In regards to the post-carpeting and all. Tomorrow now, I go to the polling booth to vote for Labour Party. And tomorrow, I go to the news, I found that they are in another party. There's no assurance until they reform our electoral act, until we take the government serious. Without that, I don't think anything can be serious in this country. That's all I have to say this night. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. First, short and simple. 08036929933. The WhatsApp number is 0817175638. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Yeah, listen to the house.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to 80 now. 70s. When Nigeria don't vote, I don't vote at least either 2 or 3 times. When they line up, they will raise up your hand. This APC, this PDP, this SCMC, this that. Everybody will kill for the land. They will count numbers, we raise up our hand. So I don't think it's not that time. They won't talk, they will write me say yes. This party, unless and this party won the election. And now when Nigeria want to do, they don't do voter card, this and that. If Nigeria like they vote, they don't vote. They will still put on the other put there. If they like the cigar, we don't start. See how Nigeria they do. You know they talk of food, you know they talk of this, now voting, and if you don't vote.
Hello. Oh, sorry. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, Esther.
Hi, good evening. What's your name, please? Hello?
Hello, Esther.
I can hear you, sir. What's your name, please?
Okay, my name is Miriam. I'm calling from New York.
All right, Mr.
Okay, first of all, let me say this. The ruling party did not put gun on anybody to join the party. I told you, you should know Nigerian politicians by now. They're all looking for stop landing. Where they can chop money. They're not looking for anybody's interest. It's their own interest. Remember Obi, the same Obi, is sworn in Apga that will never leave Apga. He left Apga after sworn in that. Imagine if Chief Odumegwu Ojukwu was to be alive today. Imagine his reaction. You think Ojukwu will leave Apga and go to PDP?
You can never tell. You can never tell. You can never tell.
He's now in LP. And he's going to leave LP again to go to another party. That is
but you just heard him tell you that he's a Labour Party member. He's remaining with the Labour Party.
They're all a bunch of criminals. They're all the same thing. They don't have any interest of Nigeria. And I was laughing last week when I called, and after I dropped the phone, the man in the studio, the barrister, was saying that Obi should go and join Atiku. I just laughed. I mean, think about it, Esther. Do you play back this show when you get home and listen to them yourself? And even barrister, I don't know, maybe you play back this show and listen to himself. I mean, I don't know.
What is that?
Even kindergarten, kindergarten, primary school children will understand this. They are looking for money. They're not looking for your interest. They're looking for their own interest. Somebody that's shown that we never leave one party, we went to another party. We left that party because they didn't give him the ticket. Let me tell you, let's say Tinubu is in second term. Now, If they invite Obi to come and join that, they will give him ticket in APC. He will go there. He will work on APC again. He will join them, change the story. Because they are not, they don't have more, there's no decency left in them.
Who do you think should do it?
I'm surprised I don't even know. I'm surprised.
Who do you think should do it? Give us suggestion. Who do you think is better that we can vote for?
He has cut off. He has called to say what he wanted to say, sir.
You see, these are the things I'm talking about, people. They don't even know what they want. They don't know how to go about it. As far back as 1939, one madman in Germany called Adolf Hitler, he said he wanted to rule the whole world. He started the Nazi party. And of course, you know the rest of the history. But when he got so mad that he wanted to implement what he wrote in his book, the Mein Kampf, is that not how the whole world came together? The Allied forces. And the whole world lost 64 human beings to stop Hitler and his madness.
President, did you hear what this man just said?
What did he say?
He says that all of them are in there for selfish interest, no sentiment. That's what he's saying.
Hold on, listen. He's not right. Because Peter Obi has been tried and tested in Anambra.
He says that why did Peter Obi leave Abga when he swore he would never leave Abga? But that means Peter Obi too has ulterior motives.
No, he didn't. Let me tell you what happened. As at the time Peter Obi was finishing in Anambra as a Abga governor, there was this thing that started in Anambra, this same crisis that Soludo is brewing up now. And Peter Obi that I know is too gentle for all this nonsense because he spent most of his life in the UK where you have decency in politics.
Hello? Wow, turn down the volume of your radio.
Good evening, Madam Esther.
Good evening. Good evening.
Madam Eunice calling from my radio.
Madam Eunice, how are you, ma'am?
I'm fine.
Please go ahead.
Reality and the second, I plead them.
Well done.
Okay. What I want to say is that all of them are clamoring for APC. Everybody is coming to APC because of what they said. And the people that voted for them before going to APC, are they free? What I want to say is that all these people, all these governors that are going to APC, I wish their state will vote them out that they are put shame on them. Because they are ungrateful human beings. They don't want this country to move forward. They don't want this country to move forward for our children and our grandchildren to enjoy. Even as we that are still alive today. Because of the money, instead of them to use our money to do something great in this country, they continue to order the money, use the money out of their own, and they are praising people. Also, after 8 years, after the remaining 4 years, people want to spend. What else? Will people be there forever?
I wonder.
And everybody is claiming for Buhari. Buhari must go second time. Buhari run the country down. Now this man is there. After the 4 years family, what men? Will it be our desire for life? Vanity for vanity. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Eunice. Thank you. Hello, good evening.
Tinubu doesn't want to leave.
Sir, good evening, sir. How are you, sir?
Ndewo,
sir. Welcome.
Tedu.
Odima, let me answer that. Odima from Lawal here.
What is your name? This is me, the son of his father.
Okay, the adopted son, Barrister Darlington. All right, sir. Welcome.
Oh my God, Allah. How are you, sir?
I greet Kundayo or something like that.
Yes. Kundayo, yes.
Well done.
And my papa.
Well done, no.
Yes, Esther.
Sir.
Yes, sir. My papa. I don't get another papa. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Yes. Esther.
Sir.
Look, I'm so sorry for we Nigerians. Why am I saying that? We have leaders who didn't care about the people. Nigeria people are the easiest people to rule in this world.
I'm telling you.
We don't ask for much. We don't ask for much.
Sure.
If they want to steal, let them steal. But what we need, they should give us power. I mean electricity.
Exactly.
They should give us petrol, give us security,
exactly,
and bring price of the fuel down. If they can do those three things, nobody asks for water now, no more.
Exactly.
Nobody asks for good roads, no more. Give us electricity, give us the security for people to go to farm to produce food. And gas. I mean, petrol. You call it petrol over there.
Yeah, it's gas there.
That's what we are asking for. You don't ask for anything. Nigeria and Kanu are the worst country who endure so many things. We don't ask for much. Esther, that's what I can say.
Thank you so much. Thank you for calling. Thank you. 08036929933. I will take one call and just read a few messages. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Good evening, Esther.
Good evening, sir. What's your name?
This is Mr. Antonio.
All right. All right, sir. Please go ahead.
I want to greet my brother, Darlington.
Okay.
Darlington, Antonio,
Ndewo.
Ana m akpọla n'ichi odo kemgbe enweta na phone na nsogbu.
Gị bịa na bịa pay your homage here.
Oh, I wanted to do that, my brother, because if I want to see you personal for something, I do discuss personal.
Okay, well, no problem.
Okay,
go ahead.
My brother, when much you just to say again.
All right, thank you very much. That's a personal conversation between a caller and Barrister Darlington. I just called to speak with Barrister Darlington.
My brother.
Hello, good evening. How are you?
My brother.
I'm fine. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Yeah, the name is Ugo from Achigule.
All right, Ugo, please go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Lance, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Ugo. How are you?
Yeah, yes, I'm good, sir. Daddy, thank you. I don't know, most times when people call, they are surprised that there's this illegal detention and all those things. Somebody was ruling Lagos State. When he was ruling Lagos State, he worked hand in hand with thugs. Agbebu was almost doing virtually everything in Lagos State. That was when he was governor. Now, that same person is now president. Who do you think that kind of person will work with? Who do Nigerian people think that kind of person will work with? That person that work with Agbebu is now in charge of Supreme Court, is now in charge of almost everything. What are people expecting from such a person? 2014, during the campaign of APC, if you see with APC posters at Jibo, they were just shooting gun. People that is doing campaign, and police were with those people. I don't know why Nigerians are surprised. At Jibo, that time I was a manager at a transport company. 2015, they were working. The Agbo and police will be at the back with APC poster. They will be shooting gun with their crowd. What do people expect from this kind of government? That they are saying illegal detention. No, this kind of person, there's no evil that this kind of person cannot do. We should judge based on when he was in Lagos State working with Agbo. We should use what we saw in Lagos State, what we saw with OPC. We should use our heart and say what we saw with OPC and Agbo. And that person is in Lagos, is head of the whole Nigeria. Anything we see, we take.
Exactly.
That's just all.
Thank you very much, Ugo. Thank you so much for your message. I'll take a few messages because we have a live appearance, and then we'll hear from Barrister Darlington and Mr. Lawa Ekundayo. Okay, so Esther, please join our new party, Suffering Nigerians People's Party. Kachimwachiku from Ajawi State. That's the political party that Mr. Peter Anosike made reference to this evening. Mr. Peter Anosike said Nigerians will be the ones that will be the presidential candidate of that party. Okay, politicians jumping from one party to another shows that they don't have the interests of the masses at heart. They are after their own personal interests. Our problems are religion, ethnicity, and tribalism. Engineer Ufoku from Igoeleri in Lagos. Sweep it clean. One party state by the president shows that the worst is yet to come. For those who clapping for him, they're all sycophants. Agreed for money will lead us to nowhere. Zero achievement from APC. All right. Good evening. dear presenter, Madam Esther, and our honorable guest, Professor, Pastor, Prophet, Barrister Darlington. Good evening, sir. The Lord is your strength, sir. My name is Taiwo Olabadi from EAC in Alta. Sir, thanks for educating us on the state of the nation, sir. You have said more than enough, sir, and it's like you are taking it personal, but it's not because Nigerians don't even understand what is happening in the country. I want you to believe that the lovers of propaganda will never believe in what you are saying. Please continue with the good work you're doing, sir. How do we all overcome these challenges? Because our institutions have failed. Now there is so strong opposition to face the APC. The mass affection we're seeing today, Nigerians are watching and witnessing how the country is moving backwards. When things are no longer at ease, it can get out of order. Our leaders should please soft pedal and do the needful and allow peace to prevail so that innocent Nigerians will not be brutally murdered. May God help us through this hard time in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. Ambassador Philip Asono, how are you this evening?
I'm all right.
Happy Friday to you.
Yeah.
Please tell us quickly, how do we make money? You have a very few minutes to go.
Okay. It's easy making money in this 21st century.
Okay.
You know, we were here in the morning talking about that, and we declared this Friday Money Making Friday. But tomorrow, all road leads to Ikeja. For all of us that have been listening to political issues and so on and so forth, the biggest point in time like this is about you personally making money for your own self. So if you have enough money, at a point, if the country is not too good for you, you can just jump to any other country. That is okay. But meanwhile, Nigeria has everything you need. I can be honest to you. And you yourself, you have all you need for you to make money. And one of them is what we have been talking about for months and for years now, regarding to the mobile phone in your hand. Some people call it big phone, some people call it smartphone, some people call it Android phone. Whichever one you call it, I want you to understand that you have all it takes as an individual by yourself to make money, but you need the knowledge. That's the most important thing. You need the knowledge to understand the various applications and also and what we call artificial intelligence and AI that is built into your phone to help you do your business. If you're a businessman, and do it in a more better way to make money. If you're a student, it can help you even to study. If you are maybe a civil servant, you can help you to make money even towards your retirement. But know this, you need money every day, every week, every month, especially with the way our country is today. All right? So we have an event tomorrow, Saturday, by 11 a.m. This event is to train you and show you how to use that same phone, do your business in such a way that your money is working for you. We are not talking about you taking money given to companies and tomorrow they start telling you stories. No, we are talking about you being in charge of your money. Money beget money. Even those applications that we're going to show you, they're not free. So you can actually invest in that, knowing that you are in total control of every business that you have there. So we want you to become a CEO, a director, a cashier of your own business, controlling your money. And let me say this, it doesn't matter your profession. You can be a civil servant, a company worker, a student, an artisan, a professional, a lawyer, a teacher, whichever one you are. I strongly believe that you need more money for yourself. And this is a business that is not asking you to leave your job or leave your school or leave your business, but having that capacity to make sure you make more money for yourself. So we don't have much time here. We talk about the training that is going to happen tomorrow, and it's by 11 a.m. So all road leads to Ikeja. It will be good for you to come so that those who have been there for maybe a year or 6 months or 2 years, you will see them and also learn from them how they have been doing it and how it has been profitable to them. So I want you to just simply text us yes to this number. You can text us from your WhatsApp or from your SMS, but for you to do the business or go into getting the applications or working with the AI, which they will be teaching you tomorrow, You need to come with your smartphone. I repeat it again, please. Make sure you are coming with your smartphone. Put at least 1 gig data on it. Please, it's very, very important. Without that, you might not be able to access the training. So you need to come with your smartphone or your big phone or your Android phone. Put data on it, at least 1 gig. And you just text us yes now. Just text us yes so that you can reserve your seat. And know this, the first 50 people who are going to be there before the 11 or exactly at the 11 o'clock, you have a gift for yourself. Okay? So text us yes to this number 090 13 97 29 13 090 13 97 29 13. Take the number for the last time. 090 13 97 29.
All right, Ambassador Philip Asano, thank you so much. Thank you for that insight. So, Barrister Darlington, in the midst of all of this, for example, what would be your one purview towards Nigerians? Because we have different. Mr. Lawal, could I please come back to the seat? What would be your own one purview, your own assessment to the behavioral tendencies of Nigerians? A caller just called and said to rule Nigerians is very easy. Just provide the basic amenities. You can steal as much as you want to steal, do whatever you want. Just provide an enabling environment for them to thrive, for them and their children to thrive. That's all they need. So what would you say to this?
The docility of Nigerians have been taken for granted over the years.
Would you blame them?
No, I will blame the leadership because you are supposed to lead. That is why you are there. If they didn't want anybody to lead them, they would have not been talking of election and, appointing, electing a leader to lead them, to direct them aright. But you went there and started doing another thing entirely and taking them for granted. So it is not left for the people to reverse.
Okay.
They say necessity is the mother of invention. And all those things that they are accusing Nigerians of, docility, laid back, uninterested in politics, this and that. The way the government is treating them has woken them up. Esther, 2027, it will not be business as usual. Because I don't believe that Nigerians, after going on through this and after hearing us, they will still make another mistake. No, it's not possible.
You spoke like this before the 2023 elections.
I said, you didn't hear me. I never believed that Tinubu will behave in this manner. It's even worse than the rest of them. I'm not joking.
It's just 2 years.
I said he's the
Give him more time.
Oh, 2 years, and look at where he's going. Sweep them in. You want to make Nigeria a one-party state, Abi?
Barrister Darlington.
With what he's doing now, where do you think we are going? Esther, do you know that if Tinubu succeeds in what he's doing, we may not come here to talk again? Are you aware?
No, this is not a military dictatorship. Why would you say that?
Oh, really?
Come on. The president is very democratic.
You have started, though. You have started, Esther. You have started, though.
The president that fought for democracy, why will he stifle democracy?
Somebody that fought for democracy is doing this type of thing, and you are still hoping, Abi? I sympathize with you. I sympathize with you.
Let me take some messages. Good evening, Esther. I don't know why you keep playing the voice of President Tinubu. You are messing with my mental health each time I keep putting off my radio. I am so depressed listening to someone that doesn't mean well for us. His words don't match with actions to move this country forward. Obi is 100% right. We all know the government feel all the crisis in opposition parties.
Yes.
All right. Isako from Ejigbo. Good evening. Good evening to you. Okay, I think I've read this message. Good evening, Barrister Darlington. Good day, lovely Esther. I did not deduce any sense or meaning in the 2 interviews you played about the president. Esther, I feel very sorry for myself as a Nigerian. As for Obi, the earlier the better he steps up his game. People from one party to another is a clear cut that they are in a mess. A leader who is afraid of criticism is not fit to be a prefect of a school. Esther, I sent a message last night. Another person by the name Solomon also sent a message, but I was mistaken to that person by my learner's senior colleague. If forming a formidable coalition is to vote the sets of vagabonds on power, I support. God bless my Esther and VIP. Thank you very much. My president, good evening. Oh, okay. My president didn't send anything bad. He did not force anybody to join APC. When Peter Obi left ABGA to join PDP and leaves PDP to join Labour is good. When Atiku, Saraki and Co leaves PDP and APC and later join PDP is so good. So your guests are not sincere. Obi supporters should allow us to rest and stop propaganda. President, are you an Obi supporter?
Listen very well, Esther. Hold on, Esther. The constitution is against it. That's what I've been saying, that when you allow evil to fester for too long, it becomes a culture. Do you see what is going on here now? Because it has been going on over the years and people are not challenging it.
He started from PDP now.
That's what I'm saying, yes. Why did they challenge it then? Now it is getting worse. They are now being induced. In fact, they are now being swept. That they are sweeping them from their party to APC.
The president encouraged that. Sweep them clean.
You can see what is happening. Clean. Because we allowed it. Now, somebody has taken it a top notch. He has taken it to the next level. It's no longer defection. It's now sweeping.
Good
and
evening.
You know, when you sweep a place, you sweep it clean.
Good evening, Esther and Mr. Ekundaya and Barrister. The president doesn't know what he's saying. How do you bail out of a sinking ship without a life jacket and not sink? It's not a life jacket that would save you inside the water.
And people were clapping when he said it.
Yeah, obviously. Esther, good evening to all in the studio. I'm officially in SNPP, Suffering Nigeria People's Party, as was said by Mr. Peter Anosike at World News at 6. Mike from Festac. Mr. Peter Anosike don't set up party anymore. It had better be registered and trademarked. Good evening, Esther. My greetings to your guests in the studio. My name is Ibiro Austin from Ikorodu. President Tinubu's party has life jackets for the defectors, but we said we cooked democracy, we copied democracy from USA, but a 7th senator or governor cannot defect from the Republican to the Democrats or vice versa and still maintain their seats. Nigeria is still learning. Look at the coalition plans, front and back. Is that not greedy? Esther, well done. You're doing a good job. Thank you very much. Good evening, Esther Wachko and guest Emma from Shasha Akowajo. The presidential scorecard is a deceit to empty heads, to lazy hands that clap to field results. Let him tell us one policy that is working in Nigeria. Good evening, Esther. The statement from the president is so disheartening and is a sign that he has sowed his conscience. In a country that people are dying daily, the president is proud and arrogant to say he's happy and can watch TV news now. What a country full of propaganda and selfishness. Now they have taken over Natasha's case with Yahaya Bello and Abadu, who has stolen our money. Now, wow, God is watching.
In fact, Esther, when Tinubu quoted Section 41 about freedom of choice and that of movement, how does that thing reflect in what Section 109 is said about defection? Defection is different from what? Freedom of movement. That is why it was stated there in the Constitution. But Tinubu had to mix it up to convince his gullible audience. Freedom of movement, freedom of choice. Is that what you're offering them?
I think they are moving on the streets.
Is that what you're offering them?
Esther Wanchuku, good evening. True and true. You're not good in telling lies. Even you are laughing at the lies. Francis, what do you want to say? You shook me. Good evening, Esther and your guest. Please, Esther, stop giving attention to Shore's talk. Shore is nothing than a bulldog. Shore is hungry and looking for a job. He's only making noise to please his paymaster. Shore knows that he cannot wear Peter Obi's shoe. Talk less of reasoning issues to Peter Obi. If Shore feels to talk about Peter Obi, he will go hungry. Chikeze from Ago. Okay, I think he's referring to the conversations we had during the World News. Good evening, Esther Wachkwan, Barrister Darlington, Mr. Lawal. I like the calmness of Barrister Darlington tonight. Please, my beautiful Esther, I know if it laugh. I beg, why are you mocking your president? I'm not mocking. Barrister Darlington didn't mock the president. I'm rather reading out all the prospects of the president. The president is handsome. I shouldn't smile when I'm talking about him. I'm smiling because he's handsome. Please, you guys, calm down.
Esther.
Oh, yes, sir.
What did you just say?
President is handsome. He's a sight to behold. I have to smile. Okay.
Don't let Oludemi hear you.
I'm an admirer. Doesn't mean I want to take her husband. Come on. You know, I don't used to do washed. I like fresh things.
Okay.
Yes. Good evening, Esther. Barrister Darlington, Mr. Ekundaya. Governor Ella's threat to his appointees to defect with him shows that he is making an unpopular decision amongst his people. This shows that the politicians are defecting and the masses are not defecting. After APC primaries, there will be mass defections and oppositions in APC. Secondly, if Tinubu wins second term, many of these political journeymen will not get anything because there will be not enough positions for them, as many will not win election. May God save our land. Okay. Good evening, Esther, a lovely barrister, Darlington, and our amiable guru, Lawal. You're all well done. Could you believe the buying and selling of APC through the all non-antecedent of this man called the president? He's preparing ground to seek for a third time and possibly a live president. Watch it from Father Ajibodu Alagbado. No, the president cannot do that now. That would be repeating what Obasanjo wanted to do, sir.
Esther, he want to achieve what Obasanjo could not, and then mock Obasanjo. You know, everything Tinubu have been doing in office is all about trying to taunt Obasanjo.
It's true, because with that 2012 protest, some of the supporters of this administration said, did they tell the former president, that's Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, not to stand on his ground? When the government of the day, was opposed by the APC and they staged that protest, and Jonathan did not remove subsidy anymore, if you can remember. So they now said that, are they the one that told Jonathan to be spineless?
Can you imagine?
That they were just doing their job as opposition.
Really? So if
Jonathan, now they are killing opposition.
Hold on, if Jonathan have done what they said, they will still accuse Jonathan of being a dictator. The man said it that if he used...
They were playing the role of strong opposition, and they said Jonathan wasn't spineful, did not have the stamina.
The stamina to
do what?
He has a good listening here.
Esther, Jonathan said that if he used 40% of his powers as a Nigerian president, that he will become a dictator. That's why he never wanted it. He said the blood of one Nigeria is not worth his re-election. And you are telling me such a man is spineless, Abi? No, he would allow people to die because he want to go second time, Abi. Are you serious?
That's what the president said.
So how can people, without such a belief, without such a character, build Nigeria? That's the question here. You can see why we are going backwards. From what this man left in office, Jonathan, if somebody had come to continue from there, to lead with the spirit of God in him, Esther, will Nigeria be like this? Tell me, will Nigeria be like this? But they want to get power from one entity somewhere. And now look at the result. You cannot collect anything from Satan and enjoy it. It has never happened anywhere.
All right, Mr. Lawal Kundar, what do you have to say in all of what has been discussed?
What I want to say is very simple. Now, some people are talking about defeat and things like, see, Nigeria needs saving. You understand? And the people you want to, the leaders are not following the rule. They are not following rules at all.
Okay.
They are not following the rule. They don't depend on the masses to get into power. They don't depend on the masses at all. They don't depend on the vote. They are ready with the Ojoro style they want to do. So that is why if you see defection here and there, you have to take it like that. You have to support it because that is what the situation on ground entails. That's what I want Nigerians to understand. So some saying because somebody defects, therefore he doesn't have integrity. Because the people, the player, they are not playing by the rule.
Okay.
You understand? They are not playing by the rule of engagement. That is why you have to re-strategize, and that's why you see things going down that way. So don't look at it that way because people are defecting. Even these people who are defecting to APC, I am telling you, many of them are going there to act like Wike. Go and write it down. When it is towards the head, you are going to see a lot of, a lot of deceit and everything, because what is bringing them in, you get it, is by force, by quacks, by selfishness, by protection. So you are going to see a lot of different minds, coming in, and then you are going to see a lot of module up in that pot called APC.
All right.
That's what you are going to see.
Well, the government of the day, Nigerians are hungry, people are suffering. You need to do better. You need to do what needs to be done to ensure that the dividends of democracy gets to the people. Beyond your political maneuvering strategy, non-sentimental approach to handling things, apply empathy in the conduct of governance. You need to remember your primary obligation. Your obligation is to defend the people, serve the people, make sure that the people's interests are well represented. All of you occupying all the seats at the National Assembly and the House of Reps, supposedly representing different constituencies across the 774 local governments in Nigeria. Wake up from your slumber. Stop being selfish. Listen to the cries of your community members. Release money for projects, applicable projects, not projects that are ghost. Not projects that are of ghost-like, that at the end of the day we don't see anything. It goes into people's personal pockets. Wake up to your responsibilities, please. That's all we can ask you to do. Just please be reasonable, be responsible. Just be responsible. Have a heart. All right. Good evening. We've actually taken more time. It's 40 minutes past the hour of 9 o'clock, and we're wrapping up the evening rush today being Friday. I'll see you on Sunday for the political spotlight. My name is Esther Wachuku, ESTIQMEDIA on YouTube. Across all social media handles is at Esther Wachuku. Barrister Darlington on social media, Lawal Ekundire on Facebook. Do have yourselves a wonderful evening. I'll see you on Sunday for the political spotlight. Bye for now.
Did you just announce my social media handle?
Barrister Darlington.
Where is it?